Greetings YouTube. This is a mag switch magnetic vise base. It's designed for a vase like that. You put it on there and then these switches can be turned and that will turn magnets on to hold the vise against the bed of your drill press, whether it's a smaller drill press like this or a full-fledged upright. Or of course you could also even do it on a mill if you wanted to, though if you have a mill you probably have better clamping options than this. Really it's meant for drill presses. Someday I would like to get a full horsepower 20-inch drill press, but at the moment I've got this little Craftsman half horsepower drill press, and so far it's been doing me fairly well. And here you're seeing a Mills Falls V-line vise in an attempt to do an experiment on end drilling with mixed results. I was introduced to this 2 days ago by the channel owned by Izzy Swan. Now, Izzy Swan is a woodworker and a gadget creator. He's come up with some marvelous little devices over the years, both purely for entertainment and art, as well as for things that help people do all kinds of complex tasks more easily for woodworking. And he introduced me to this, and in a video that he had, I'm going to be a pain in the butt, there you go, sorry. In 10 unusual gadgets that you might find useful in your shop. And I looked at this and I'm like, that's a game changer. Because this means you can put your vise on here, you can get it in place, click, it's locked down. Because otherwise you have two options when you're using one of these kind of things on a drill press. You can hold it with your hand. Some tasks that's okay with, and some tasks it isn't, or you can bolt it to the drill press with these, which are tedious and annoying as all get out. I'm telling you, if you've never had to do a lineup with one of these on your drill bed, you've been lucky. But this, $300. I can't spend $300 even if I think this thing is a game changer. But you know what I can do? I can buy 4 of these. This is a Pittsburgh multi-position magnetic base with fine adjustment. And here is the fine adjustment feature. That's like right there. There's a little circular spring kind of thing. You do this and it opens and closes it, so it gives you a lot of real fine adjustment for measuring instruments like indicators and drop gauges and things like that. That's not what I'm going to use it for. I bought these for those. These are the same thing as those, just individuals and a little bit taller, I think. I think this actually can end up being a little bit taller than that one, but I'm not 100% sure on that yet. And they are put in place with a threaded rod that goes into that hole, and that nut then is tightened up against the base, and that holds that whole thing in place. These were each 13 bucks a pop, so for $52 I got 4 bases. I have 4 locations. So now I need to do is I need to take this out, remove these, keep them. I'll put them into say one box and get rid of the other 4, because there's a potential in the future I may actually have a use for those. And then I'm going to just bolt these here, all with the facing out. And I'll have achieved the same thing for 1/6 of the price. And that for me, that's a game changer that I can afford. So let's do some unboxing, some disassembly, and then we're going to figure out what size fasteners I need, because at the moment I don't know what that thread is. And here we go. That's the new base. I did have to go get myself some metric bolts, because these are an M8 1.25 thread. So I didn't have any of these in my collection. I'm an American dude, and most of my stuff is like 5/8, like 1/4 inch, things like that. Like a quarter 20 and 5/8 18, or rather 5/16 18 are like the 2 most common things I think I use. So I didn't have any M8 1.25s in my collection, and these are 16 millimeters long in case you want to just go buy what you need or order them online. So, but that works for my my particular vise, I actually have a second vise which is slightly larger than this one, which needs just some TLC, which is why I'm currently not using it. I picked this one up at an antique shop for $7. That was a good deal. So it works. This is currently only being held in place with 2 magnets. So boonk, boonk, and now you can move where you want to. And you go boonk, boonk, and now you don't. So you really only need to use probably 2 of these. Just pick 2 diagonal ones, and you're not going to have to worry about it. The other 2 essentially are functioning as spacer blocks. But it's nice to have the option of being able to turn on any of 4 of these, depending on what the configuration is. Now, one thing it does make me aware of is how small my base is. I really need a bigger drill press. I really want a bigger. I want a 20-inch drill press, man, with a nice big square base on it. But that's not in my budget at the minute. Nor was the mag switch base that they're selling, which I think is probably roughly the same height as this. And Izzy Swan did point something out, which is that with this, you now can just do this. You can just do that. Because you now got pure clearance, which is a really nice feature. You don't have to, kind of monkey with it and, doing this, and then you're going up this, and you're doing that because you're so close to the base. Nope. You can just do wee right around, which is awesome. So that is an unintended bonus to this particular design. But like I said, $52 for these. These were $1.25 a pop. I reused the washers that came with the bases themselves, so I didn't get myself any washers. I did have to buy myself a set of metric Allen keys for the shop because I have set upstairs in my office. I have 2 different toolbox areas because of the way I do things. So if you already have those, you don't have to worry about those. But there was only $10 to buy a, Home Depot brand set of wrenches, and that's all I need down here. Allen keys. So yeah, actually, even just one really does hold this thing in place. That's awesome. I am so happy. So this is going to make my life a heck of a lot easier. It does make this thing considerably heavier, though. This thing is not light now. Hold on a second. Let's see if this will actually pull my scale up. There we go. I've got this set for grams at the minute. Yeah, it's too much for my scale. Yeah, it goes beyond my scale's capacity for weight. Let's go. Yeah, this is not light. So you're not going to have to worry about it sliding off your drill press anytime soon. Alrighty, so this has been a gear talk. It's not really a crafting thing because I really didn't craft anything here. I just bolted something together. But this is going to make my life so much easier, and this is this costs $52 as opposed to $300. Even with this, I spent, what, $6 on these, or $5 on these rather. It's still worth it. That's $57 for a functioning vise base that I can now change and move these to other sizes if I ever want to. So it's more flexible than the mag switch base because that's a set size. This will then expand and contract for whatever size vise I've got. Very happy about this. Okay, hope that you found this interesting. And if you guys do this, drop me a note. I want to know because I think this is an awesome solution for anybody that's ever had to use a machining vise in a drill press.